Hi, this is Ahmed from Loop Product Systems, and in this video, I want to walk you through a system I've been building with my co-founder. It's an AI system that talks to leads for a business and engages them and then books them automatically. So when someone messages a business asking about their service, instead of a person having to reply, the AI handles the whole conversation, answers their questions, and gets them booked into the calendar. I've got it set up here for a demo Pilates studio, and I'm going to show you the whole thing actually running. This is everything on my screen, nothing pre-recorded, nothing faked. Let's go through it. So here's a quick bit of context before the demo. This whole thing runs in a tool called N8N, which is basically where all the automation lives. I'm not going to go into how it was built. My co-founder handles that side. But at a high level, what you're looking at is the path a lead takes from their first message all the way to a booked class. One thing I want to be upfront about, this is phase one. It's roughly 40% of what the finished system is going to be. The biggest difference is Instagram and Facebook DMs. I haven't connected those tools yet, so for this demo, I'm using Slack as a stand-in, like this. I'm using Slack as a stand-in to play the role of a lead messaging in. The conversation, the booking, the database, all of that is real and working. Just imagine the Slack window is an Instagram DM. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. A potential client messages the studio. I'll send a message exactly like a real person would. Something like, "Hi, I'd like a Pilates class. I'd like a Pilates class." Now let's wait for it to reply. So yeah, here's the reply. Hey, we'd love to have a Pilates class for you. Which class are you interested in? So it gives us some options. Obviously, we can tell the AI, tell the system. Here's the AI part of the system. We can just tell like this part of the system. We can tell it what to say, or we can feed context into it, so it would know what to say. So let's just say that we're interested. I would like to take a reform, reform, reformer flow class. Now let's wait for the system to reply. So yeah, here's the reply. Great choice for reformer flow. We have a class available on Monday at 7 a.m. and 6:30 on Wednesday at the same time. Let's just tell it that I'd like to do Wednesday at 6:30. Wednesday at 6:30. So here's the reply. New trial book reformer flow at that time. You're all set for the reformer flow on Wednesday 6:30. Looking forward to seeing you then. And now it should have automatically updated the calendar too. So it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday, so it should have been the first. Yeah, here it is. Trial reformer flow, 6:37:20. Obviously, you could have selected what times you wanted. There were more times is there. You could also select the duration, and the AI agent would have done so. So that was a quick demo of one part of the system, and yeah, now I'm going to show you another part of the system. So yeah, this is the database, and the database is built inside of Postgres, and this is I'm using Beekeeper to view the database. So here you can see all of the bookings. I'll show everything to you one by one. So it's keeping everything organized in a database. So yeah, so as you can see, our reformer flow class, this is the start time, this is the end time, this is the event ID, status is confirmed, and that's the created at time. And now let's go to leads. So there are basically only two leads right now, because only two of them, me and my co-founder, are going back and forth with it. It will obviously update every time a new person comes in. These are all the messages. So like you all said, I'd like to book a yeah. So like for example, this one. Hey, I'd like a Pilates class. Would love to do that for you. Which class are you interested in? So it logs everything in these databases. This is the N8N chat history. This is N8N's internal logs. There's only one studio engaged right now, so yeah, and I'll show you the init logs too. This is an intent database. All of these tables over here. This keeps init's internal records for like error handling and other stuff. Let's switch back to this. This is all of the messages. So here all in the bookings table, where's the booking? This is the booking table. Booking table is the booking table itself, the class, the date, the time, all stored. So there's a clean record of every lead and every booking the system has made. So yeah, this was the database. It stores everything inside of it, and this is one of the most powerful parts of the system. And yes, I forgot to mention something. So as you can see, this highlighted message is not actually going to be sent to the lead. This is for to be sent to the owner. This message is going to be sent to the owner of the Pilates studio, telling them that a new trial has been booked, telling them that a new trial has been booked, so they're always in the loop without having to check anything. So to recap the whole flow, one message came in from a lead, and the system had a full conversation, booked the class, added it to the calendar, saved it to the database, and notified the owner completely on its own. Now, here's something that I think is just as important as the booking itself. What happens with the leads who go quiet? Because realistically, a lot of people message, get distracted, and never reply. And that's where most bookings quietly die. So the system watches for that. If a lead starts a conversation but then goes silent for a while, it automatically follows up with a friendly little nudge later on. No pressure, just keeping the door open. This is basically a follow-up subsystem of the main system, and I'm gonna show you a demonstration of a follow-up. Yeah, so there was basically a technical error in the system. I just checked it out. So basically, it isn't following up because it picks the lead from the lead ID, and obviously my lead ID is the same. And like I've messaged the AI agent like hundreds of times, so it isn't quite picking up on it. It'll only pick up on new IDs. So yeah, that's the issue. That's why it isn't following up. But when I tried it for the first time, when it was a new ID, and when my co-founder tried it for the first time, when his Slack was a new ID for the AI agent, it worked. So basically, think of it. So basically, if the person still doesn't respond after a couple of tries of the AI agent, it'll just stop there and quietly marks them as cool. So it's never spamming anyone. Think of it as a front desk person who never forgets to check back in, and it never gets tired of doing it. Yeah, so there was a small technical error in there, but this will obviously work fine in production. As I've mentioned, this system right here is only 40% complete of the whole system, so there are a lot of errors to fix, a lot of bugs to fix, but yeah, it should work. It'll absolutely work fine and as intended when it's in production and ready. Right now, it's just like barely 40% of the system is done. So yeah, that was the follow-up system. Yeah, so I want to show you one more thing because I think it's what makes this system actually usable for real business. Everything the system does is recorded. Here's every message that's been exchanged, both the lead messages and the AI replies, all stored in order. Every lead, every conversation, every booking, every follow-up lives in here. So nothing gets lost. And the business owner can look back at it exactly what happened with any lead at any time. It's not a black box. And this database is also really useful for the AI for context, as the AI will always get the lead ID and check its context from this database. So like I said in the start of this video, this is phase 1, about 40% of the full version. What's working today is one core loop, the AI conversations, the automatic booking, the calendar, the databases, and the follow-up was supposed to work, but there was technical error in there of the ID identification thing. What's coming next is the part that makes it real for a business. First, connecting it directly to Instagram and Facebook, so it's talking to actual leads and actual DMs instead of through Slack like in this demo. After that, smarter availability, so it checks the real schedule before offering times, handling the payment for the intro offer, and a clean handoff to the human the moment a lead needs personal touch. The end goal is simple: turn a business's DMs into booked paying clients, mostly on autopilot. And that's phase 1. For any business, it basically runs on its DM. This is the kind of system that quickly saves a ton of leads that would normally slip through just because nobody replied in time. I'm going to keep documenting this as I and my co-founder build it out. So if you want to see phase 2 when it's actually connected to a real Instagram DMs, go ahead and subscribe so you catch it. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.